One of the things that we want to consider when we are investors in real estate is when do we go through and do our property rehabilitations. And generally speaking, we want to keep these properties in a condition where they are marketable and that they are in touch with current trends. So this property that I'm standing in right now was renovated and completely rehabbed in 2012. Now after about 13 years worth of tenancy, we've seen that the property was getting to the point where it needed additional work. Now, some projects are too big to have a tenant in. So in this situation, the owners actually did not renew the lease in favor of having a vacant house that we can go in and redo a lot. So right behind me here, this kitchen is completely renovated. Beforehand, we had the original cabinetry that was built with the house, and in the first rehab, that cabinetry was repainted and put new hardware on. However, sometimes when we're dealing with crews, they're not taking the necessary steps when refinishing existing cabinetry. If you're going to refinish existing cabinetry, you want to make sure that you're sanding them down, applying the proper cabinetry paint, and then most likely finishing them with a water-based polyurethane afterwards. Now that's a lot of work, and it requires some detailed attention from specialized contractors. When you're doing a property rehab and you have a crew going through, oftentimes they're not doing that level of detail. So for the second round, we've decided that we're going to redo the kitchen. So what we did is we pulled all the cabinetry out, and when we did that, we redid the floor. So this has LVT tile in the kitchen now, where it was tile beforehand. The reason we had to redo the flooring is because the tile that was here before was cut around the old existing cabinetry. So what we did today is we put our flooring down, our cabinetry sits on top of the flooring, which makes it a little bit easier for the crews when they go to do those installs. Now, the former layout was very similar to this, so we didn't have to change the blueprint or the floor plan for the kitchen. But we did make a couple of conversions. One is we removed an in-wall double oven to accommodate a more modern and easier to maintain from the landlord perspective, freestanding range. So we installed a range, and where the built-in oven was before, we increased the storage space in the kitchen by building a pantry style cabinet. Now the range went where the former burners were built in the countertop beforehand. So that didn't require changing too much in terms of the layout for where the electrical and gas lines lay for the actual oven and range. So one thing that we're here doing today is we're receiving the dishwasher, because when you're an investor, sometimes things don't go smoothly. So in the appliance package, the supplier did not inform us that a dishwasher was discontinued. So we ended up having to be here a second time to receive that delivery. The property is still under construction. We've had a lot of work done here, and this property should finish up within the next week, allowing us to get the property ready for rent. And what we've done, because we moved out the tenant, rehab the property, we're able to substantially increase those rents over where they were before. So as properties become dilapidated, wear and tear is evident, and maintenance is not always upheld, we're not able to get market rents when we increase those rents for existing tenants. So every once in a while we do need to pull those out, give the property a fresh rehab, and then we can adjust for that market rate. Now, when we are figuring out when do we do it, it's about every decade that we want to go through and give a property a serious detailing, addressing any flooring concerns, making improvements that are going to last longer. So you see we did LVT. The tile that we had in here before had cracked in several areas due to tenant wear. You drop something, a ceramic tile can crack. This LVT should last more than 10 years. It is a highly durable product, and the LVT that we chose being the tile, we can come in and lift up an individual tile and replace that with extra stock that we have purchased from the supplier. So it allows us to go through and make repairs instead of having to rehab the entire floor moving forward. So when you're an investor, we do have to maintain these properties, keeping the value up, not only for resale eventually in the portfolio, but also to make sure that we're bringing in the highest market rents that we can in these homes. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions about real estate, investing, or wanting to purchase a home, this is the best time to do it. It's great. Interest rates have started coming down, and we're also in a position where inventory is at a 2.9 month supply right now. So that gives plenty of choice, lots of homes, and we can negotiate and get credits, closing costs, concessions from sellers. Right now, it's a great time. So call us if you have any questions. Just know we're here as your community resource for all things real estate in Cobb County and the Metro Atlanta area. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.